Oh, well, they said Fundora. So.
Jaron Boots Ennis' father and longtime trainer, Bozy Ennis, has publicly called out unified champion Sebastian Fundora, urging him to stop delaying the matchup and sign the contract. At the same time, Boots has also made it clear that he wants a showdown with the towering champion and is ready to challenge him for the top spot in the division.
Question, champ.
Yo,
Who you want, man?
I want Fundora. Bring on that tall, what is he, tall tower, whatever.
Tall Inferno.
We're gonna chop him down easy.
Boots has confidently declared that he is now the biggest attraction in the weight class, insisting that every major fight eventually leads to him. He believes anyone hoping to build a lasting legacy or become the face of the division will ultimately have to face him inside the ring.
I feel like everybody gotta come to me regardless through this weight division. Like I said before, I'm the cash cow of this division. If anybody want to fight, they're gonna make the most money fighting me than anybody else. So I feel like I'm the cash cow of this division, and I'm the best at this division.
While discussing Fundora's strengths, Bozy Ennis made it clear that he is not impressed by the champion's reputation. Although he respects Fundora's size and aggressive style, he believes people have exaggerated the challenge and sees him primarily as a tall pressure fighter rather than an unbeatable champion.
I mean, I don't know. He's just tall. He's tall. Like I said, I can watch him, so I can't really give you sit here and like explain. Like when the time comes, I'll watch him. But as of right now, from this little stuff that I be seeing, it's like he's just a tall pressure fighter. From the stuff that I be seeing.
Bozy also explained how he believes his son should approach the fight. According to him, the key is to take away Fundora's comfort by applying relentless pressure, working consistently to the body, and refusing to allow the taller fighter to dictate the pace. He believes that strategy gives Boots the best opportunity to break the champion down.
With taller guys, you got stay in their chest. You got to be in their chest. You got to dog them out, and don't let them get no room to breathe, basically.
Former world champion Shawn Porter also believes Boots possesses the combination of speed and power needed to trouble Sebastian Fundora. Drawing from his own experience at the highest level, Porter explained that watching Ennis on video never fully captures the explosiveness he brings into the ring. Because of that, Porter believes Boots has what it takes to overcome the towering champion.
Call me crazy and saying all that. Number one, they have the game plan, but I still think that talent is so superior. Like he said, you know, it's a, and I know this from my own experience. It's a different speed on the outside than when you actually get in the ring and do it. You know, I was one of those guys that everybody felt like they could game plan for me, but they didn't understand how quick I actually was. They didn't understand how explosive I actually was able to get my way with just about everybody I was in the ring with, because on the outside looking in, it's just a little bit different, you know. So I still think he beats Fundora.
Boxing analyst Sean Zittel expects an even more dramatic ending if the fight becomes reality. He believes Ennis operates on another level technically and has openly predicted that Boots could eventually stop Fundora in impressive fashion after breaking him down over the course of the fight.
He's explosive, he's ferocious. It's a great fight. I think I give the edge to Ennis though, just because he's a little more talented and a little bit more dynamic, but...
You go knockout or decision?
Knockout.
Respected trainer Robert Garcia acknowledged that Ennis has all the talent required to defeat anyone in the division. However, he also warned that defensive mistakes shown in previous fights could become extremely costly against someone with Fundora's physical advantages. In Garcia's opinion, that makes the matchup a major risk for both fighters.
And Boots.
Look, Boots showed the heart, the skills, the power to be able to compete and dominate against any of the top 4-pounders. But he also showed that he gets clipped and he got hurt. So, him against Fundora, great fight.
Even with that respect for Ennis, Garcia ultimately favors Sebastian Fundora to retain his position. He believes the champion's extraordinary height, reach, and overall improvement since winning his titles create unique problems that are extremely difficult to solve. For Garcia, those physical advantages could be enough to carry Fundora to victory.
I pick Fundora. Fundora it's been improving and getting better. Since he lost his fight and then became champion, he's getting better and better and better every time he fights. He's 6'8", 9", whatever, 6'9".
6'6", but still tall.
Tall mother.
He hits hard, yeah.
He's got good power, and you know, he's been knocked out. But how easy?
Mendoza.
Yes, but how easy are you gonna connect? How easy are you gonna? You know, it's not gonna be easy. Plus,
Erickson Lubin had some success too.
Plus, like I said,
but he's still beat him. Yeah.
But this was before he became champion. Now that he's champion, he's getting better and better and better. So I picked Fundora.
Trainer Breadman expects this matchup to produce immediate action from the opening bell and believes an early stoppage is a realistic possibility. He explained that attacking Fundora with conventional headshots alone would be ineffective because of the height difference, making sustained body work a much more important part of the game plan.
George, I think that Boots and Fundora is an absolute Hagler-Hearns type of shootout. I think Boots is mean as a rattlesnake, and he's gonna have to step to Fundora. I don't know if his jab, especially to the head, will be that effective against a guy that's 6'6". So you have to jab him to his body a lot and kind of step to him. And I think he's with that. That's the kind of fighter he is. I think that that will be an early round shootout. I think that will be the kind of fight that will end within 4 rounds.
Breadman also believes the contest would feature 2 highly aggressive competitors who refuse to back down from difficult exchanges. Although he expects Ennis to be tested throughout the fight, he still favors Boots to emerge victorious after overcoming one of the toughest challenges of his career.
But it'll be a great fight because of both guys, man. Because Fundora looks like a schoolboy, but he's mean. And he's the guy that comes to get it with a big heart. So I think both of them are kind of like animals, and they will both be trying to end the fight very early. And I like Boots in the fight, but I definitely think it'll be a shootout. He will have to earn it.
Discussing the physical differences between the two fighters, Breadman emphasized that Fundora's height naturally creates an intense inside battle whenever opponents close the distance. Because the champion is comfortable exchanging punches at close range, he expects long stretches of action that could resemble some of boxing's classic battles.
And Fundora's 6'6". It's going to be hard to just hit him in the head with jabs all night. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he won't be able to, but he's going to have to jab a different part of his body. I think he's going to have to attack him, and Fundora obliges that. Fundora works on the inside. He's trying to hurt you too. So I just think it's just a brutal fight, a brutal Hagler-Hearns type of fight.
Meanwhile, Ennis has continued making it clear that his goal extends beyond winning a single championship. He wants every major title in the division and views this stage of his career as an opportunity to build a legacy worthy of boxing history. In his mind, complete domination is the only objective.
I'm trying to collect these belts. I'm here to be undisputed. You know, it's a legacy thing for me right now. And like I said before, I call this run a legacy tour. You know, I'm here to show the world. You know, I'm here. You know, I'm here to stamp my name in this division, stamp my name in the boxing game, and just stamp my name in history in general. And yeah. So if it was up to me, it'd be belts next. You know, and because like I said, I want to be undisputed to go this division.
Bernie the Boxer admitted that defeating Fundora presents a tremendous challenge because of the champion's enormous reach and dangerous uppercuts. While he leans slightly toward Ennis, he also acknowledged that the contrast in styles makes choosing a clear winner extremely difficult. 14. He added that this exact stylistic contrast is what makes the matchup so appealing for boxing fans. Rather than expecting a one-sided contest, he anticipates a high-level battle of adjustments where both elite fighters will be forced to solve difficult problems throughout the night.
I wouldn't rush to that.
In that fight too?
I'm a favor him, but like I'm saying, you know, Fundora, man, that range, he got to get past that range, you know, and he has good timing, and he throws the uppercuts, and and he's standing up, so these are great fights. That's a great fight, that's a great fight. I don't know how he does in that fight. I think he does well. I can't say who will win. Like I said, I'm not Nostradamus. I was just thinking that I'm not. I know people love predictions because it's like fun. People just want to hear what other people got to say. But like I'm saying, I couldn't tell you who will win that.
Tim Bradley believes boxing has entered an exciting new chapter led by Jaron Boots Ennis. In Bradley's opinion, Boots possesses the talent, charisma, and entertainment value needed to become one of the biggest stars in the sport and establish himself as boxing's next major attraction.
I was just thinking that I'm not. I know people love predictions because it's like fun. People just want to hear what other people got to say. But like I'm saying, I couldn't tell you who will win that fight. I just know there are great fights to be had and made, and styles make fights. And I think they both tremendous talents. And I would love to see those guys go to work.
At the same time, Bradley cautioned that Sebastian Fundora brings physical tools unlike almost anyone else in the division. His exceptional height, long reach, and non-stop work rate create unique challenges that can trouble even the most skilled opponents attempting to take his championship.
I want those belts. This is Boots' era right now, man. This is Boots' era. If one guy can take the sport by storm, it's Boots Ennis. He can take the sport by storm. He can. He's entertaining people. That he is so entertaining. Like, seriously.
Bradley also explained that breaking through Fundora's defense requires tremendous patience and discipline because of the obstacles created by his size. Even so, after studying both fighters, he believes Ennis has the defensive ability, movement, and ring IQ needed to frustrate the champion over the course of the fight.
A guy that I feel that could give Boots a run from his money. He could. And I only say that because of his attributes. Not because of his boxing skills. It's because of his attributes. That's why. This guy has, and it's Sebastian Fundora. You guys know who he is. He's a southpaw too, right? He has range. He has volume. He has punching power as well. Okay? He knows how to keep his distance. He's difficult.
According to Bradley, Boots' greatest strengths in this matchup are his explosive hand speed and complete offensive arsenal. He believes Ennis can reduce the impact of Fundora's reach by attacking the body relentlessly and following up with quick combinations before the champion has time to respond.
I know that. But you gotta go through a dang rain of fire to be able to get close to this guy. If he don't want you to get close. Now, everybody's saying, well, Thurman was supposed to get whooped. I told y'all Thurman was gonna get whooped too. Y'all heard it here too. Y'all said he gonna get whooped. Okay? But I was studying the film the other day, and Boots has the style that I believe that can give him fits because of his elusiveness.
Bradley also suggested that business considerations behind the scenes have complicated efforts to make the fight happen. He believes promotional and sanctioning factors have slowed negotiations, leaving many fans frustrated while one of the division's biggest potential matchups remains unfinished.
He's not as long as this guy, but he's not, he got about 74. This other, Fundora has about 80-inch reach. But he has a quick first step. He throws combinations. He is a risk taker. He's a hell of a body puncher. He has a large toolbox, I think, that can give a guy like Fundora issues, okay?
Bradley finished by arguing that Ennis' growing momentum has made him a dangerous opponent that many rivals would prefer to delay facing. He challenged the champion to push past the politics, ignore the easier options, and agree to the fight that boxing fans have been demanding for so long.
Fundora wanting to fight because he don't have to fight his mandatory. I'm letting y'all know that right now. He got a year to fight his mandatory. An entire year with the WBC, right? And all he has to do is ask the WBC, hey, I want to pursue this bigger venture with Boots Ennis, but as you see, the manager, all right, they don't want it to do anything. They don't want anything to do with Boots. Nothing to do with Boots. And so people saying, well, Boots ain't fight nobody. Boots ain't fight. So now he wants to fight somebody, right? And nobody wants to fight him. And nobody wants to fight him.
Bradley also questioned what he sees as an inconsistency in Sebastian Fundora's approach. He pointed out that the champion previously pushed for a legacy-defining showdown with Terence Crawford, yet a dangerous challenger like Jaron Boots Ennis is now waiting for his opportunity. Bradley believes that if Fundora truly wants to prove he is the best, then facing Boots is exactly the kind of high-risk challenge boxing fans deserve to witness.
They see the danger in fighting him right now. He's hot right now. Let him cool down a little bit. Let him cool down a bit. Let's take this easy money over here and then try to set up something next year or so. But if he was really about that action, if he was really, Fundora was really about that action, he would tell his managers, nah, I want him. I want him.
Paulie Malignaggi has also spoken highly of Jaron Boots Ennis, describing him as one of boxing's most complete and exciting talents. He believes a blockbuster showdown with Sebastian Fundora represents the biggest fight available in the division and considers it the type of elite matchup the sport has been waiting for.
I want to fight Terence Crawford. I want to fight Terence Crawford. I want to fight Terence Crawford. I kept hearing that from Fundora. He wanted to challenge himself against the best. Well, right now, who's considered, I would say, the best in the division or the most talented? We're not going by resume. We're going by just eye test talent. It's Boots. That makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. And that's what the fans want, man. The fans deserve it.
The former world champion also explained that Boots has steadily transformed into one of boxing's biggest attractions through a series of explosive performances. However, he noted that rapid success brings enormous expectations, and Enes must continue delivering flawless performances if he hopes to secure the ultimate undisputed championship opportunity.
Obviously, Enes has been special every single time he's out there and fights. There's no inconsistency to Enes. I think Fundora can be the culmination, you know? Like I said, especially that Kelly's hot at the moment. Like I said, he won that IBF title in an upset. I think the Fundora fight...
Malik Nagy admitted that predicting a winner between these two elite fighters is incredibly difficult. He believes each man possesses unique strengths capable of creating major problems for the other, making this one of the toughest matchups in the sport to analyze with confidence.
Enes is exciting TV every time he fights. He's a guy who you know, is starting to become must-see TV regardless. I think he sells pretty well on the East Coast anyway. It looks terrific every time he's fought, and so that's why he is this budding star. But when you are a budding star, there's also so much expectation for you to look good every single time out. So we'd have to make sure that Enes stays consistently looking really great so that he can move on into the picture with Fundora, possibly.
Paulie also emphasized that Fundora presents an unusually difficult challenge because of his extraordinary height, long reach, and underrated punching power. At the same time, he finds the matchup fascinating because Enes continues building tremendous momentum while the champion keeps improving with every appearance inside the ring.
And Fundora, of course, is a very difficult guy to deal with. Listen, Fundora is going to be difficult to deal with for anybody. And so Enes and Fundora, I really, really would get excited for Enes and Fundora. That's a really good fight. And for me, that's not an easy fight for either.
Malik Nagy also urged fans not to judge Fundora solely by setbacks from earlier in his career. He believes the champion has matured into a much smarter and more disciplined fighter, making significant defensive improvements along the way. Because of that continued evolution, Paulie feels selecting a clear favorite has become extremely difficult.
Fundora is an all-court fight for anybody because of the height and the power that he's got at that weight. But really, to break it down, it would be interesting, and it's a really weird, strange fight to try to figure out who has the advantage there. You know, because Enes is streaking, but Fundora also seems like he's getting better and more difficult to deal with as well.
Bozy Enes remains completely confident that his son has the tools to defeat Sebastian Fundora. He believes the key is taking the champion outside of his comfort zone by forcing him to react to unfamiliar situations instead of allowing him to control the action. In Bozy's opinion, disrupting Fundora's rhythm would dramatically increase Boots' chances of victory.
Yeah, has he been knocked down, all that other stuff? And yes, a lot of blowhards will talk about that. Oh, this guy dropped and this guy hurt him. But I think Fundora's actually gotten a lot better. I think Fundora, the last couple of fights, has really looked a lot better. He's less hittable, fighting in a more cerebral way. He's eliminated some of the flaws in his style while keeping some of the strengths, you know, like keeping the strength. For me, it's made him an even more difficult guy to deal with. And he was a difficult guy to deal with even with the flaws. But now that you have these improvements in Fundora's game and Fundora's style, I think he becomes even more difficult to deal with. And yeah, like I said, Enes and Fundora is a really, really fun fight, and one that I really would have trouble just predicting or even breaking.
The veteran trainer also outlined the type of strategy he believes could produce a stoppage. Rather than relying on single power punches, Bozy emphasized using quick combinations, constant movement, and intelligent positioning to expose moments when Fundora lowers his guard before capitalizing with a decisive finishing attack.
Make them do something they normally don't do. Because most of the box, if guys is tall and box, they normally don't have to move and come after nobody. The guys normally come to them. So you gotta switch up sometimes. Make them come to you and set them up. You know what I mean? Even though you're supposed to box your way in and go to the body and the head, sometimes you gotta switch it up though. You know what I mean? You can't be doing what they think you're gonna do. Do stuff that they don't think you're gonna do. You know what I mean?
A potential showdown between Jaron Boots Ennis and Sebastian Fundora continues to divide opinions throughout the boxing world, with respected trainers, analysts, and former champions split over who would come out on top. Some believe Fundora's remarkable height, reach, and awkward style would prove too much to overcome, while others are convinced Ennis' speed, precision, versatility, and relentless body attack would eventually break the champion down. With Boots pursuing undisputed status and Fundora looking to strengthen his reign, this fight has all the ingredients to become one of the biggest unification battles in recent years. It would be a fascinating clash of styles, testing whether elite technical skill can overcome extraordinary physical advantages. As negotiations continue, pressure from fans grows louder with each passing day, demanding that the sport's best fighters finally meet inside the ring. For both men, the stakes could not be higher, as victory would cement their place at the top of the division. If the contracts are eventually signed, boxing fans could witness a memorable contest worthy of Fight of the Year consideration. What are your thoughts on this potential matchup? Who do you believe leaves the ring with the unified championships? Can Fundora's height and reach frustrate Boots over 12 rounds, or will Ennis' speed and bodywork prove to be the difference? Will Bozy Ennis' repeated challenges eventually convince Team Fundora to accept the fight? How do you think Boots handles an opponent with such extraordinary size? Can Fundora survive if Ennis attacks the body from the opening bell? Is Boots now the biggest attraction in the division, capable of setting the terms for every major fight? Do you agree with Tim Bradley that many opponents are hesitant to face Ennis while his momentum continues to build? And would Fundora risk damaging his legacy by choosing another opponent instead of this highly anticipated showdown? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more boxing news, analysis, and future updates.